All of our honorees tonight are stars in their own way. And what's beautiful about a star is it shines, it sparkles, and makes you smile when you look at it. Lindsay is receiving the Excellence in Education Award. I remember interviewing Lindsay, and in the first 30 seconds, I was out of breath because she came in as a ball of energy. Kids are happy in her class, in art class, and the teacher's happy, and everybody's smiling, and that's the kind of energy she brings to the school. We're honoring Sandy Bernstein tonight for her commitment to excellence. She is so dedicated to the Hebrew Academy, whether it's her hours or her attention to detail or her willingness to train our teachers, our administrators. Sandy is definitely worthy of receiving the Commitment to Excellence Award tonight. Jeff and Kayla, you definitely earned tonight's award of Keter Tzedakah. Generous with their time, generous with their kindness. Kayla helped us secure a very large grant to enhance the security in the school. Jeff is here every Friday morning at the executive officers meeting. He's at the board meetings. He's available to offer wise counsel. They love each other, they love the school, they love their children, and they love helping. It's exciting for us to honor an alum of the Hebrew Academy, Brett Ratner, with a spotlight tonight. Brett shows the world that what the Hebrew Academy does best is prepare its students for anything that's out there. Whether the student wants to go to an Ivy League university, a challenging yeshiva, the army, whether they want to go to Hollywood. Brett is an example that the school can give students confidence to do whatever they set their heart to do.
I want you to imagine a seesaw, and on one end of the seesaw, picture Shaq, picture Shaquille O'Neal, a really tall basketball player, and on the other end, let's picture Kayla. So, what is that seesaw gonna look like? I'm from Miami. I grew up and lived here my whole life. I went away to school, to college in University of Florida in Gainesville. I traveled a lot. I lived abroad in Europe for a year, traveling, studying art, visiting museums, and then I've been back here ever since. I always loved art. My parents, when it was time for me to redo my room and decorate and we would go furniture shopping, I just wanted plain wooden furniture and I just wanted to paint the furniture. I always took painting and photography and drawing, and I just loved all of it. My parents were always supportive. My brother's a musician, I'm an artist, and they told us they'll be happy, so.
You're so artistic!
I love coming to work every day because I'm so passionate about art. I get to teach what I love, and my students, they could see that I'm excited about the art, and they get excited about it. Got it?
Yes!
It just is contagious all around, and it's just a good kind of vibe. You're gonna have all your popsicle sticks come and radiate out from the center point. Kind of think of like a pizza pie. What I love most teaching here at Hebrew Academy is that I get to teach the same kids year after year. I teach almost every kid in the school, kindergarten through 12th grade, so I really know what they like, and I get to see their artistic evolution. They're in class all day long, and I want them to come in and just get to relax and wind, express themselves, and I think that this is the one class that it doesn't matter academically where they are. There's no right or wrong in art.
How about a star?
I just want it to be a creative, warm environment for them to come and create art. There's been a handful that have been unbelievable coming through here that I look at their work and I'm like, please sign this and give it to me because you're going to be famous one day. And I see kids who art just isn't for them, but it's a fun place to be and it's awesome. So it's for everybody. Where did you have lunch? My favorite part about the Hebrew Academy is that it's like a big family. We all work together from maintenance to administration. We're all in to help the students succeed. It's a very loving and nourishing environment to work. I love working here. When they told me I was going to be honored, I was shocked. It's amazing, it's wonderful, and I'm just really excited about it.
I was born in Brooklyn, and when I was 2 years old, we moved out to Long Island. During high school, I really enjoyed doing puzzles and problem solving, and I was one of those nerdy little kids that enjoyed geometry class, and decided when I went to SUNY at Buffalo that I would major in mathematics. During one of my courses, I lucked out into computer programming, and I actually loved it. My first program I remember taking about 4 days and completing it, and the feeling of exhilaration doing what you wanted to do. I felt like I was a cardiac surgeon just completing my first open heart surgery. It was a great feeling, and I knew at that time that that's what I wanted to do in life, is to be a programmer. How are we doing on the video? It's coming along. You having a problem when it starts?
Yes, I'll show you what happens on the screen.
I'm software administrator for the school. I work with teachers, teach them new technologies. I work with administrators and staff whenever they have a problem with software. I also work with parents with Edline, and I have a parent class called the Parent Tech Club. I also do the weekly happenings, the RSG happenings, and that's a process. It's weekly, but it's daily for me. I also created the school's website a few years ago to make it easier for people to access information. This environment is an environment that I've never worked in before. I absolutely love it here. You have a positive everyday feeling when you come in here. It's a second family away from home. You have something new almost every day, and you learn something new, whether it's from a teacher asking you a question. You know, they create opportunities to solve things and make it better, and so I really enjoy that part of it.
I love her. She's the best.
What makes it different here is I'm also learning about Judaism. Whenever I would leave each day, I would walk by Mr. Cade, and we would have these little fireside chats, and I would learn so much about Judaic values. One day he taught me what the ultimate mitzvah was, doing something for someone and not expecting anything in return. Later, an opportunity came up where I was able to do an ultimate mitzvah, and I went home that night and I actually broke down and cried, and it was a feeling I never had before. This is really what the Hebrew Academy is all about. It's about caring and loving for other people. I love working here, and to be honored in something I love doing for people that I love doing it with, it's just wonderful.
I was born in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, not far from Miami. I came down here after I graduated from the University of Florida to practice law, when an attorney that I worked with introduced me to Jeffrey. After that, I moved to Miami, we got married, 4 kids, end of story.
When we first came to Hebrew Academy, we didn't know anyone, because I went to public school growing up here in Miami Beach, from Biscayne Elementary to Nautilus to Beach High.
I grew up without a very strong Jewish education. But after getting married and having kids, I realized what a beautiful history Judaism has, and Jeffrey and I wanted to continue a strong Jewish education for our kids.
We wanted a great, traditional, secular education, and Hebrew Academy does that. And then also, I wanted my children to learn about eternal values, values that are going to last a lifetime, that in a sense are going to make you a happier person. These kids do very well at the finest universities, and a lot of those topics that plague kids in college, issues such as God, religion, the good life, they've addressed those issues at the Hebrew Academy. They have a value system when they go to college that helps them study and succeed that much more, because they have a framework of success that the Hebrew Academy provided them.
It's been a wonderful experience for us and our kids. They get great pleasure teaching me things, lighting the candles on Friday night, having friends over for Friday night dinner, going to temple on Saturdays as a family, because they've been given a strong Jewish education. Our life is much more enriched as a result of it. They've learned throughout their time here the importance of doing the right thing, the importance of giving back, the importance of supporting your friends, and there's always a reason for it. They have that information that is a part of them.
When I go to the board of directors meetings or I go to the executive committee meetings, I'm meeting people who are my close friends, who I respect, I enjoy, who are literally brilliant people putting in their time. And as a result, I've made lifelong friends, and they do it from a heartfelt conviction that this is worth their time and money.
Our oldest is now at the University of Florida. She's going to double major in biology and Jewish studies. I'm so happy, it makes me so proud. And these were decisions that she came to on her own because of her love of Judaism, which would never have happened but for her being at a school like Hebrew Academy.
It's a network of friendship. They all work together.
In addition to the education, they do things that give your kids confidence.
Contributing your time, contributing your money, it all goes to a worthy cause. What could be more important than the education of children?
My daughter, she got accepted into amazing colleges. I know that a lot of this is because of the education she received here.
Hebrew Academy has been a gift to us. We have benefited from it, and my kids love the Hebrew Academy.
My daughter, last year she went on March of the Living. My daughter Morgan spent the summer in Israel, at high school in Israel. And my son Jack just returned from Israel, where he went with his entire 7th grade class to celebrate a classmate's bar mitzvah. They spent a couple days in an orphanage. They all brought presents for the kids. That just gives you an idea of the values that our kids are being instilled with.
To the extent it helps the Hebrew Academy, how it benefits our community, our children, if that is something that comes out of the fact that we're being honored, then I'm all for it.
I do not like being in the spotlight, but we are happy for all of our friends that are here and for the support that they're giving us. So we are supporting the school, they are supporting us, so it's a wonderful situation.